Now, fans of high fantasy and tabletop gaming are celebrating a big anniversary this year. Dungeons and Dragons officially turned 50. And Steve, I got to say, I am not familiar with this game, but you're a longtime player, aren't you?
I certainly am. I always tout my nerd credentials whenever I can.
Yeah, I know. I have heard you over the years in our On the Coast pod for sure. But why don't you, for the benefit of those who aren't so familiar with it, what exactly is Dungeons and Dragons?
So Dungeons and Dragons, D&D for short, is a TTRPG, which stands for Tabletop Role-Playing Game. It's pretty much exactly how it sounds. You sit around a table, you gather with your friends, you have sheets and pencils in front of you, and role-playing game, you play a character in these high fantasy settings. So you could be something like a dwarf, you could be an elf, you could even play as an orc if you wanted to. There's some other races, species that are tossed in there for fun, but the point is that you sit down and you're not yourself, and you play as a group.
Okay, you play what? Is there a quest? Are you killing someone or something? I mean, what's the deal here?
So you could. The core of D&D ultimately is storytelling. You and your friends are telling a story. So that story could be comprised of numerous quests that come in succession. They can be as mundane as deliver this package to X city, or it could be kill someone.
I know. I kind of went right there, didn't I? I went right to it's kind of macabre, I think.
Slay a dragon, fend off some goblin raiders along those lines. It's whatever is conducive to a good storytelling session.
Well, I kind of missed out on this as my sons were growing up, but I mean, 5 decades, that's pretty amazing. Why do you think it's remained so popular?
I think it's because, well, first of all, that it's just fun. But also for a lot of people, it's just a great time to spend with your friends and sit down and chat, play a game, have just a little time to yourselves. And also for a lot of people, D&D is also an escape. You know, sometimes, let's just be real here, the real world kind of sucks. And it's nice to be able to have a time where you don't necessarily think about what's happening outside, that you dive into these characters, you dive into these stories, and you just kind of shut everything out and you immerse yourselves in these fantastical worlds and settings, and you take your time to have fun.
But is there an actual winner, or do you win as a group? Is there
No. You don't win D&D, at least not in the traditional sense of a clear victor and a clear loser in that case. The ultimate goal is to tell a story. The ultimate goal is to collaborate and learn teamwork and find compromises and strategize and do all of these things. So I guess you could say you can succeed, or if things really don't go the way you planned, you could fail some of these quests and some of those aspects of the story, but there's no winner. But
and your other players can help you out too.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Steve, you've set the table for us here. So we're going to play an abridged version, I suppose, of D&D. We've got our sheets. You've prepared me well. We've got our dice. And here with us in studio right now are Steve Venegas and Ali Pitargue. Ali, Steve, hello there.
Hello, Gloria.
Hello.
And Steve, you've come in costume.
Yeah, coincidentally, we happen to be playing today, so that worked out well. No, I brought this is the whole outfit. I wear this to the game sometimes. Usually the cloak, sometimes the helmet also. But all out. I got the belt. I got the linen shirt on.
I love it.
It helps me get in the character, and it's I like costumes. It's a lot of fun.
Well, and it helps us to differentiate Steve Venegas from Steve Zhang, too. So we've got 2 Steves, Ali, you and I. I mean, I guess it's all of us against the world kind of thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Steve, take us through this. What do we do?
All right, let's set the tone. We'll dive right into this adventure. Your party has spent many days on the trail of a terrifying green dragon. The dragon had been terrorizing villages and towns, stealing their livestock and treasures to add to its hoard. You've already fought many skirmishes with the dragon, but the beast always took to the air and fled before any of you could deliver the final blow. I'm going to ask every single one of you to quickly introduce yourselves to our listeners and just help set the tone a little bit for who we're working with here today.
Okay,
Gloria, why don't you start?
Oh, I thought I was going to follow everyone else's lead. So my character, I've chosen the name Sharia. Sharia is a high elf wizard. I see I'm a scholar and a researcher, apparently well-versed in the magical arts. I have immersed myself for many years in the study of dragons, which works out very well with this quest, doesn't it? Because we got to get the green dragon.
It absolutely does.
I know all about their behaviors, their personalities, and the subspecies as well, apparently. That's my character, Sharia.
Very knowledgeable.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be on this quest with you, Sharia. My name is Sven Dawnforge, and I'm a dwarven cleric. I follow the goddess Sharindlar. Growing up in the Sunset Mountains and Hills, I taught my practice healing people and spreading the good word and trying to bring folk together when a dragon like this is terrorizing. Oh, that bristles me beard, and I have to get out there, make sure to help people. And as a cleric, I have some innate abilities. I can help people. I can heal people. I can help your chances when it comes to a setting of luck. And I'm more than happy to swing a hammer every once in a while.
I love it. You've come very prepared with the accent and all. Love it, Steve.
And Allie?
Well, my name is Yorgo Chubblewink. I am a Lightfoot halfling. And you're all very wise to keep your coin purses closed and away from my sights because I have been utterly seduced by the thrill of the steal. I've been a born gambler all my life and I cannot resist taking a risk for a potential payoff. I am short in stature and I can disappear from sight, for I am fast and small. And it is an honor to play this quest with you, Sharia and Sven.
They're getting into character here, Steve.
This
I'm
is
loving
exactly
this.
how it goes every single time. All right, you have tracked it relentlessly, your efforts finally leading you here to the high forest where the dragon has made its lair. I'm going to ask every single one of you to roll a perception check. So, Gloria, if you grab that 20-sided dice,
Got
you
it.
look on your sheet to the skills section, find perception.
Perception, persuasion, perform. I get a +4 on that one. So whatever I roll here, 5. So 9.
So 9.
9.
Not off to the best start.
All right.
But let's see what Sven and Yorgo get.
Oh, I'm blind today. I only rolled a 3, but +4 gets me all the way up to a 7.
Well, I have the best perception of you all. I rolled a 13 plus 4. That makes it 17.
All right. So
Powerful.
Yorgo, you're the one who noticed that the forest has been altered by the dragon's influence. The trees grow dense and tall, close together save for a few openings and gaps. There is a heavy fog in the air, and it carries upon it an acrid smell. It is bitter and stings the nostrils. Sharia, as a scholar of dragons, you know these signs to be a result of the dragon's influence on the forest.
I do?
He is near. He is near.
Okay. So am I supposed to do something now with all this wisdom and perception?
Well, you can share it with the party,
Okay.
or you can also use this as an opportunity to maybe get a sense of the dragon's trail, pick up the direction that he went in.
Oh, are you giving me a hint there?
Yes.
Pick up. That was a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Pick up his perception. I've got a long sword, short sword, long bow. I don't think I want to shoot at the dragon. So what am I supposed to be perceiving here? Daggers, darts, slings, light crossbows.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you're going to help me. Throw me a line here, Steve.
All right, well, the path before you beckons. You notice that within the trees, there are several gaps within the tree line. So they all lead deeper into the forest. In this case, I will ask you, if you would like, to try and roll a survival check to maybe try and get a sense of the trail.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Survival check. Is that what? How many sides does this dice
So
have?
same as before, it's
same
the
one.
20-sided dice,
Okay.
and then you look for your survival within the skills.
Survival is +2, so I rolled a 12, so I'm 14 for survival.
That will get you the result that you want. You notice scattered bits of wood, leaves, and broken branches. You see marks and scratches on the trunks of some of the trees as if the dragon might have been sharpening a claw. You also see marks upon the forest floor. The dragon has passed through here.
Nice. I've perceived that with
had-
all of these powers.
So you're saying that the dragons pass through here? You know, with that acrid smell in the air, I just assumed it was elven cooking. but I'm not going to let my dwarven preconcepts cloud my judgment. So you're saying we should follow this trail?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes, let's follow the dragon.
Okay. So, is the consensus that you wish to follow the path forward and continue the hunt for the dragon?
Yes.
There's no turning back.
All right, then. So you're committed to this path ahead of you. You follow the trail left behind by the dragon, and you follow it for some time until you come across a clearing in the forest where the trail appears to have stopped. The area seems quiet. The area around the clearing seems oddly still. When suddenly you hear a snapping sound in the clearing. Everyone roll another perception.
Oh, 7 plus 4 and 11. My eyes are
4
open
plus
this
4,
time.
An 8.
3 plus 4, that's 7.
All right, Sven Dawnforge, it is you who are able to pinpoint the source of the sound. It comes from the right of your group. And as you follow it, you come across a wounded goblin in ragged leather. He is wearing ragged leather armor, he has bruised skin and a gash upon his cheek. And he speaks to you and he says,
You come to slay dragon?
As being a dwarf, I understand Goblin. It's not too dissimilar from our own language, although a vulgar translation in a way. Yes, dear fellow, we are come to slay a dragon.
Oh, good. You new friends. I am Beavet. I can show you the path to the dragon if you wish.
We do. You seem to be in a bit of ill state. Is there perhaps something I could do for you to help you feel better? I am a cleric after all.
No. Slay the dragon. Free us from its shackles. It is cruel to Gabo servants. It eats us when it feels bored. It uses us for play and sport. No. Cannot live.
Well, it is awfully selfish of you, I assume. What say ye, rest of the party?
Oh, let's slay the
Slay
dragon.
the dragon. I'm with you.
okay. Having reached the consensus, you follow Beavet as he guides your party to the mouth of a cavern and tells you the dragon is wounded and sleeping, trying to recover from your previous skirmish. You follow the path ahead and come across the dragon, indeed curled up and asleep, resting atop a giant mound of gold, jewels, statues, and other valuables.
Wow. Let's kill it. And take his hoard.
I see that twinkle in your eye.
You brought a dragon, Steve?
Yeah, I have a dragon.
This is beautiful. It's not a green one, though.
No, it's unpainted, but lots of imagination goes into D&D. So imagine this was an iridescent emerald-colored dragon.
Beautiful. I love that. How are we going to kill it?
Oh, well, it's like catching a displacer beast by the tail. You have to be careful when you come upon a sleeping dragon, for most dwarves are crunchy and taste good with a side of ketchup. Now, my dear roguey friend, you're the sneakiest of us all. Do you see anything that perhaps we could do to prepare ourselves?
Well, I could always sneak into the dragon and try to hurt it in its sleep. And stab it in its eye with my weapon here. It's a short sword, but it looks like a dagger, but it's a short sword.
It's an awfully short sword.
I think we need a long sword for this dragon. We need a long sword.
Yeah,
I've got a long sword. I've got some light crossbows. We could put some fire on the crossbows and fire those from afar.
Keeping a distance, that's an excellent idea. You don't want to get too close.
Okay.
Going to fire at the dragon.
Well, as you enter its lair and you try to sneak upon it to get the upper hand, you see and hear it begin to stir. It senses your presence and it rises to its feet, opening its gaping maw and lets out a fierce, challenging bellow. It pulls its head and neck back and is ready to engage. Every single one of you, I need you to roll something known as initiative. So the initiative is how we determine who goes first in this turn order. We take turns when we're in combat. So roll the 20-sided dice. Look at the top of your sheet for a box that's marked initiative.
I got a 12.
Okay.
On a 14.
I got a 16 plus 1 makes me 17. I'll be going first.
Okay, so Sven Dawnforge will be going first, followed by Yorgo, followed by Sharia. And since I rolled a measly 5, the dragon will be going last.
Ah.
Okay, so Sven, you have the opportunity to do something first here. What do you wish to do? The dragon has stood upon its feet and is ready to engage.
All right, so I'm going to go right for it. I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. Start this party off right.
Okay, roll that d20.
Ha! 17, and Guiding Bolt is
Your spell attack bonus there on your spellcasting page.
spellcasting page. Spell attack bonus +6.
So 23 altogether to hit this dragon.
Does that hit?
You will beat its armor class, so you will have an opportunity to do some damage here. How much do you do?
Let's see. So because this is Guiding Bolt, I'll be rolling 2. We do, let's see here, 5d6. So d6 is a regular 6-sided die. We'll refer to all of them by D and then however many sides are on them.
Yeah,
So
so you roll 5d6 on that.
6, 5, 2, 6. Last one, 4. So that gives me 33 hit.
33 to hit this dragon. Okay, so you mutter an incantation, and this ball of glowing radiant energy emanates from your holy symbol, the whole holy symbol of Shirindlar, and it strikes the dragon dead in the chest, but it is not slain yet. It is still standing and still ready for a fight. But with the effects of that magical spell, whoever tries to hit this dragon next will have an advantage. And it just so happens that Yorgo the Rogue is going to be the next one.
Go, Yorgo, go.
Woohoo! Okay, so I will sprint across using my speed and sprint across and try to shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
In
go
the
ahead.
eye.
In the eye. Wow. Yorgo is not playing around. Go ahead and roll that d20.
7 plus. Yeah, 10.
Okay, so you will have an advantage on
Okay.
this because advantage coming from
guiding
Sven's guiding bolt, which means you roll that d20 twice and then you take the higher one.
Okay. 17.
There we go. So with your bonus, I believe yes, that will indeed hit this dragon. Go ahead and roll your damage on that crossbow.
Okay, that is a D6. Oh, sorry, D8.
That's quite a wake-up call for this overgrown salamander.
2.
What's your dexterity modifier there?
Oh, plus 4, so
Okay.
6.
All right. So you do indeed manage to strike the dragon, not quite its eye, but just underneath its eye socket. It bellows in pain and roars again as it challenges you to come at him, bro. All right, but you did manage to get some damage on that, some solid damage there from Sven as well. But Sharia,
I get to finish it off.
you get to
You got the
try.
worst in me this game, I think. I think I need a new voice, too. Okay, I'm thinking of using some magic powers as well.
Okay.
What do I need to do to use a magic missile? I've got 3 slots total
Yep.
for the magic missile.
So you just need one of those slots to cast that spell.
Okay.
And then the magic missile is actually a really cool spell because you don't actually need to roll for success. They automatically hit. So magic missile at the first level, if you double check one of your spell cards there, it'll
Yep.
give you the information. It has a specific number of missiles that it can.
3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4, 1 force of damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously. You can direct them to hit one creature or several. But since this creature is already weakened, I think this might just be the death blow.
This might be it.
Here's
This
hoping.
could be it. Here's hoping it is. And Gloria, I neglected that this is actually you. This is Sharia. That little
that looks just
miniature is
like
you.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And
can own
you're
that.
both wearing
Love that.
blue as well.
Yeah,
so.
it works. It works. She looks pretty powerful.
Okay,
I
so
like that.
you don't need to roll the d20 to hit with each magic missile because
Okay.
they automatically hit. But what you do is that you take that little pyramid, the d4,
Mm-hmm.
you roll that for each missile. So you roll it 3 times.
What does that mean?
So the number that's upright, the one that's the right side up.
But it's a three-sided.
Yeah. So So you just so when you roll it, look at the one that's like face. That's
The one face down?
The one that's at the
up.
peak, at the
the
top.
ones at the ones that is the right side up.
Oh, the one at the bottom.
The one
I mean, the one at the bottom, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In this case, so that's 4. So that's 4. In this case, that's 4. Do you want to trade the dice here? This one is a bit clearer to read.
Okay, no, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. I just thought, but if it's a triangle, there's 3 facing up. That's all I was confused about.
Yeah.
Right.
The
one that's on the bottom
The
there.
number that's the number that's the right side up. Like it's not like sideways or upside down or something.
Right. So it's 1, 3, 2.
So in this case, how did it land? Show me how it landed. Right.
Like that was down. Right. That was like that.
Okay. So you rolled a 4.
Oh.
So you rolled a 4. So then add 1 to that.
5.
Okay.
I can do that.
Roll it again. Roll it one more time.
Okay.
Another 4.
Ooh, you rolled well.
Another 4. So that's another. So add that one. That's 5.
Okay.
And then roll it one last time. Okay, that one's just 1. So that's 2. So 5 plus 5, that's 2 from 3 magic missiles.
Okay. I'm glad you're doing the math there, Steve, because you lost me on that one. But okay, I'm still trying to figure out which is right side up in a triangle pyramid. I don't know. Okay.
So 3 magic missiles fly out from your staff
I can feel the power.
as you strike at this dragon. Goes 1, 2, 3, striking it, dealing damage, but still not
No
quite
way.
ready.
All 3 of us?
Still not quite there. But now it is the dragon's turn, and he is angry for you have entered his lair without permission, and he rears back his head, his serpentine head, and then he opens his maw and he breathes out a cloud of noxious poisonous gas upon all of you. So you need to roll something known as a dexterity saving throw.
As I have Shield of Faith as a bonus action. Can I use that now, or does that have to be
No,
on my turn?
that's on your turn.
Ah, dang it.
Dexterity, is that the
right?
same die, the 20-sided
Yeah,
one?
the 20-sided die, and then on your sheet, if you look in the top left corner, there's
Dexterity?
something called saving throw.
Saving throw.
Top left corner there, to the right of that, I believe. Oh yeah, your finger's on it right now, that box.
This one.
Yeah.
Dexterity. So plus 2. I got 15 plus 2.
So 17.
17.
And Sven, what did you get?
I rolled a 14. I got dexterity right here, so that's a 15.
15, okay.
I got
And
13 plus 4, 17.
okay, so Sven is the only one who fails the dexterity saving throw, so he's going to take a lot more damage than the rest of you do. So that's let's see, 6 and 3, that's 9. That's 6 and 5, 11. So 20 damage total.
Oh, that's all my hit points.
For those of you who did manage to save, sorry, I mathed that wrong. Actually, that was actually no wait, it is 20. So for those for those of you who successfully saved, you take only half of that. So you take 10, and then Sven has to take the full brunt of it. I'm afraid.
Oh, our regular DM is probably really happy to hear this, but I'm down. That's 20 hit points to me.
He is
I
unconscious.
hope the emergency room is open.
The healer is down. This isn't good.
He is down, but he is not out, not yet at least. But we go now back to the top of the initiative order, which means we have to skip Sven because Sven is unconscious. You need to do something called we'll do your death saving throw. You rolled a straight d20 there.
Oh, I rolled a crit. Natural 20.
Natural 20, best roll possible. You pop right back up with 1 hit point. You pop right back up with 1 hit point. Your dwarven constitution refuses to allow you to bow out of this fight. So just for that alone, I'm going to allow Sven to actually take his turn.
Tremendous.
Love that. Welcome back, Sven.
You know, I feel good. It's always nice to have a little bit of a rest every once in a while. But I'm not going to let my constitution do all the heavy lifting here. I'm going to cast Heal Wounds on myself.
All right.
So that is a level 1 spell. That's 2d8 that I'll need to roll for that. So that is the pyramids, yeah?
Yes, the pyramids.
4 and 5 is 9.
Okay, so you have recovered some of your constitution, some of your vitality. That uses up your turn. Yorgo, what would you like to do now?
Well, I'm just gonna use my crossbow again.
Okay, go for it.
The handy crossbow. Pull it out.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it where it hurts. 7 plus 4 is 11.
Not quite enough. Yorgo was worried about their friend Sven. And as a result of their worry, the bolt flew wide because they weren't able to line up the shot correctly. Sharia, it comes down to you. What are you going to do?
Oh, can I do that same? Maybe a firebolt.
Okay,
Maybe a
firebolt.
firebolt.
All right, so grab that D20 again.
Okay.
All right, roll it.
6.
Okay, so
6 plus which one? Where am I at? What am I looking at?
So if you look at the second page, if you turn your page over,
Yes.
yeah, where your spells are, there's something in the top right corner. There's something.
Firebolt.
There's something called in the top right corner of the sheet. There's something called a spell attack bonus.
Okay, spell 6.
Okay, so 6 plus 6.
So I've got 12.
12.
12 for my firebolt.
Not quite enough to hit it, unfortunately. But how about this? You remember, because you are a scholar of dragon lore, you remember that there is a weak spot you could aim for on the dragon.
Right.
Which means you know where it is. I will allow you to roll that dice again, and you can take the higher one between the 6 and whatever you get.
14 plus 6. Now I'm at 20.
That will
and
do it.
I know the secret spot.
You know the secret spot. So take this dice, the 10-sided one that kind of looks like a little UFO.
This one. Okay.
All right, roll that.
7.
7 is enough to do it.
Yay!
The dragon is down. How would you like to do this? Describe what Sharia does here.
With the fireball?
Yes.
With the fireball, aiming for that spot that I'm not going to divulge here because I don't know who is listening. It is only I that am familiar with this weak spot on this green dragon, and knowing it is already weakened from all of the attacks, it was a perfect hit, and it went down effortlessly.
The creature lays there, defeated and unmoving. The deadly green dragon, which has terrorized so many people in towns, is no more. The treasure the dragon amassed sits before you, the spoils of war.
Oh, yes.
The only thing sweeter, perhaps, the thanks and gratitude of the commoners who can now begin to rebuild, and those that would have fallen victim to the dragon
Yeah, sure,
are
but give me the
forever
gold.
in your debt.
Sharia, I don't care what anyone else says. Elves are okay in my book.
Okay.
Congratulations!
Well,
You
that
did
was
it.
really fun. That was my first ever Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks to all of you, and Steve, thanks for the guidance through that as well,
pleasure.
Steve Zhang.
It's so fun.
Steve Venegas, what is it you love about this game?
One thing I love about Dungeons and Dragons is that it is an opportunity to get together with your friends. You get to play something. I don't drink. I'm straight edge. I'm a teetotaler. So it is a social thing that we can do that we don't need. You can if you want, but you don't need that lubricant to keep things rolling.
Right.
And so
You just need daggers and fireballs.
exactly,
And,
that's so much safer than imbibing in spirits.
exactly. Ali, what about for you?
Well, I have to concur with Steve and Steve here. It's a game where it's a theater of the mind. As in, you get to play with your friends and use your imagination, kill monsters, and accomplish quests. And it's a true escape from reality.
Well, I loved listening and watching as you descended into your characters, or just own them. It was really fun. And typically, Steve, would someone be guiding you through that whole process like you just did, or do you just assume these things are happening?
No, you definitely have a dungeon master there. Dungeon
Okay.
master, which was the role, the position that I took in this one. The dungeon master is both narrator and referee and moderator. We set the tone for the story, and we make sure it's bound by rules and that you are accountable to those rules. But come and play with us sometime, Gloria.
I will. I think this is really fun. But I want to dress up and get an accent next time too. That was way more fun.
We have not seen the last of Sharia yet.
Thanks to you all.
Thanks, Gloria. Woo! Nice.
Aw.